The National Urban League Young Professionals saw an amazing year. 2012 witnessed achievements like over 50,000 volunteer hours logged and over 4,000 students served during the 2012 Spring STEMworks. This year's Legislative Policy Conference kicked off with a question and answer session with Texas State Representative Eddie Bernice Johnson. Representative Johnson stressed the virtue of patience when trying to create change in Washington, D.C. The Legislative Policy Conference concluded with a visit to the Martin Luther King Monument. The monument's chief architect provided insights to the construction of this historical structure. Here, the young professionals were able to reflect on the many achievements of this great man.
My takeaway is sort of overwhelmed. I didn't really know what to expect when I came. I knew that, I was told that I would learn a lot of information about the National Urban League's policy agenda, but what I found is that the information would be completely useful, helpful, and practical.
I think it was a great opportunity to meet with other young professionals. This is my first conference, and it also was an opportunity for me to experience firsthand some of the struggles that Black America is experiencing right now and how to develop our skills to take back to our home chapter.
The 2012 State of Black America was held at Howard's Cramden Auditorium. An elite panel discussed the current environment of the urban community and debated the many techniques to enhance this vital segment of the population.
One of the things that's working is the Urban League, okay? When you look at the work that they're doing, along with what Reverend Sharpton is doing, what's not working is we're not coming together. We've had every movement in this country except the economic movement, and it's time for us to have an economic movement in this country.
We are at a very critical juncture in American and Black American history as far as I'm concerned. Not only do I feel we need to make sure that we protect our voting rights going forward, but we've got to deal with the issues of employment, which is what we've been talking about here, in education. I mean, you're looking at someone who's raised by a single mother. I grew up on welfare, food stamps, and government cheese, so I'm one of those folks that you hear people talking about in this country, but because of educational opportunities, I'm a professional.
We are here at the National Urban League's 2012 conference in New Orleans, Louisiana.
The 2012 National Conference kicked off in New Orleans, Louisiana. This year's conference featured record numbers in attendance and featured some of the nation's best presenters. Now, New Orleans is known as a place to party, and day one did not disappoint, as conference goers celebrated a night of fun at Mardi Gras World. The National Urban League's Experience Expo Hall featured a vast array of vendors, with some providing free health services to conference visitors on site. Chrysler Corporation sponsored Career Connect Speed Networking event.
When you look at the theme that the Urban League has this year, which is all about being empowered, this is an excellent opportunity for us to meet young professionals that are taking the chance and the opportunity to seize that empowerment for themselves. We're interested in speaking with people from manufacturing, engineering, operations, supply chain, purchasing, HR, all of those people from both entry level all the way up through tenured employees that are interested in being a part of what we're doing at Chrysler Corporation.
This year, the young professionals were able to celebrate the first ever NULYP Alumni Awards Gala, honoring past members who have made significant contributions to the young professional movement. The National Conference was a great success and could not have been achieved without the contributions of our sponsor circle.
We just love the young professionals, and I'll tell you why. At Marriott, when we look to find places where we can find the new and current business leaders and professional leaders, there's only one place for us to go, and that's the young professionals.
The 2012 Whitney M. Young Conference was held in Atlanta, Georgia. Whitney M. Young is an intense training conference featuring a great assortment of speakers and breakout sessions with topics ranging from the creation of goals, project management, and conflict resolution. The Honorable Mayor Kasim Reed from Atlanta, Georgia, delivered an electrifying keynote luncheon speech. He provided inspirational words to the membership about the use of influence to leverage change in today's world. One of the key agenda items for the Urban League in 2012, their voter participation initiative, named Occupy the Vote. The young professionals' tireless efforts resulted in over 90,000 voter educational materials being distributed and over 11,000 individuals registering to vote.